My name's John, and I'm gonna do some Atlantic salmon here. I bought it skin on because I thought it'd be really nice to show you how easy it is to remove the skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna start with the potatoes because I like to start with the things that take the longest so the meal can come out the same. So these are some Yukon Golds, and I'm just gonna slice these up so I can sear them on the griddle. They probably take about the same amount of time as salmon, but I'm still gonna get a little head start. Slicing those, just kind of a home slice. And transferring them onto this plate, put them on the grill. Gonna need a little bit of oil here. You can use butter. Always season, of course. Got some freshly ground pepper here. A little bit of salt. Actually, for potatoes, you want a lot of salt. Think about a potato chip, they can absorb some good amounts of salt. So we're gonna get this searing on the griddle, and then we're gonna work on the Atlantic salmon. I'm gonna flatten these out so I can get a nice toast on each side, and then I can kind of leave them alone and go do something else. So I'm gonna head over here to the salmon, and this is what I wanted to show you. It's very simple. I take it right here, and I'm just gonna make myself a handle to hold on to. Then I just take the knife, and I get a little bit better grip, and I just pull it right along the bottom, just like that. What I'm gonna do from there is I'm gonna move that over, get rid of that. Clean my knife off. Then I'm gonna fillet this fish. This is the belly. I'm gonna take that out, and I'll make bacon. Not really. There we go, set that aside. And now I'm gonna do some fillets. So I'm just gonna cut this like this. Some nice fillets here. I'm gonna put these on the grill, face down. This time I'm gonna use an olive oil. I like that for the salmon. That one's a lemon flavored olive oil. Get those on the griddle and you can hear that nice sear. Potatoes are cooking really well. Go over here and I'm gonna clean off my cutting board. This time, I'm gonna sanitize it because I'm gonna do a little bit more work over here with asparagus and stuff. Discard that bar towel. Grab myself another one. That's looking good. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do asparagus and bok choy. And I just want the heart of this bok choy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I'll use the dark leaves and the exterior for something else later. We go like this, and I'm gonna sear these ones whole, like this. I think this is gonna be really nice. Get a nice brown sear on them. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna season the salmon. Salt and pepper, freshly ground pepper, of course. All right, now I'm gonna take my orange, and I'm gonna sear this. When I sear this orange on the griddle, it's gonna give it a nice caramelized flavor, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna squeeze it right over the salmon right before service. I'm gonna do some bell pepper just as a garnish. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start the asparagus. I like to cut this bottom end off because it's very woody, it's very tough. So the top is much more tender, and we're gonna simply sear this as well. Take these potatoes, I'm gonna flip them over. Look at that color. Great color. I love how even this grill is. Looking good. Now I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna slide these over. This grill they have hot spots, which is 90% of this griddle. But then there's a little cooler spots over here. So I'm gonna let it sit over here and just kind of slowly finish the rest of the way. While I speed up the searing of the oranges, I'm gonna simply sear the asparagus. Little olive oil on that. Little on that. Salt and pepper. This was a very simple meal. We've done in minutes. I mean, I could have 10 fillets on here as easily as I could have 4. Look at that crisp salmon right there. I am going to take the asparagus and give it a light steam. Just like that, a little more just for fun. Take my bok choy and turn it over here. And wait. We're gonna come back to the bell peppers. And the bell pepper, the knife, you can cut on this side, but it's a lot harder than it is to cut it if you turn it inside out like this. So I'm just going for a fine brunoise. That's like a fine dice. And I'm just gonna scatter this over the salmon in the end, right before service. Go ahead and do another one of those. Julienne those beautiful golden orange pepper. I could make a quick vinaigrette and toss this in a vinaigrette and then scatter it over the salmon. Looks like the asparagus is doing really well. I'm gonna flip it over. Nice sear. Take this bok choy. Place this on the bottom. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this one family style. So I'm gonna set this in the middle of the picnic table so people can just pass it around and take what they'd like off the top. Take our asparagus, line it up, go over the top of the bok choy. Now I'm going to scatter the potatoes around the edge. In fact, I'm using both spatulas for this. I'll have a lot more control when I plate it. Take this. Put a few on this side, kind of make a little nest. So when I lay that salmon on there, it's sitting inside this little nest. Push this out a little, and salmon's looking done. So I'm gonna take this orange. Well, actually, look how pretty. I mean, for real, right? So that brought a lot of sweetness to the table. The orange was already sweet. That just brought a lot more sweetness to the table. We'll take these, place them right in here. You could put a dollop of butter on the top, if you like. Put our salmon like so, on top of our Yukon Golds. Take our orange and just give it a nice squeeze. Beautiful flavors. I mean, all these flavors are just gonna pop. Now we're gonna use this one for a garnish. So we're gonna take this and quarter it because there's 4 people that are gonna have this meal. So we're gonna take these seared oranges and put them here. Now this could easily be a lime, a lemon, a grapefruit. No, grapefruit doesn't sound very good. And then I'm gonna take my bell pepper and just scatter across the top. And there you have it. Quick, fast, beautiful, healthy, fresh salmon and asparagus and bok choy. Yukon bowls. Always seasoned, of course. You. DI. All right, ready?